about, but it's something that will actually, if you push down on your passion, you can actually transform a space, and while transforming you. And this is your cue to go do it. The path is clear for you to go ahead and make that happen, and you no longer have to worry about where you were. It's only where you're going. So it's your strength is in the flow. Your strength is not looking back, but by being present in the flow of the now.
And you seem like a really strong person, so I don't think you have anything to worry about.
I know, but you know what? It was an amazing salary for a very long time. That's the only thing I'm gonna miss.
Well, I know what you mean. I mean, I used to make a lot of money in the movie business, but at a certain point, it's like time to go.
Yeah, you're right. No, it's true. I've already like embraced it. But thank you guys. This really helps.
You. Our pleasure. And who is the next? Philon.
Philon's next up.
Hey.
Hi, Philon.
Hi, you guys.
It's great to see you.
I know, I've been busy.
We know. We assume so. PhD candidates are usually busy.
Yeah, like while you guys are typing, I had to resubmit something to my chair this morning. So I'm doing this and listening at the same time. So I finally finished my chapters.
Yay.
I know, right? So close. And I'm in Las Vegas. Jeff said go play, so I'm here.
How's the playing going?
Tell us to go play.
Yes, going. I'm about breaking even, so I guess nothing to complain about. So,
well, you still have a house, unlike some people who go to Las Vegas.
I'm not that big of a gambler. My bills are paid first.
That's good.
So, but I just need I think good energy in the air. Just need a car for the next 3 months. So
okay, car for the next 3 months.
What's going on?
I'm gonna do let's say the karma. Okay, I'm gonna use the karma cards if that's okay with Michelle Marie. I always ask for permission.
Funny.
Whoa.
What do you get?
This means it's a heavy duty time for you. It says resurrect, get to the heart of, or do or die you must. Ooh. So there's some kind of power struggle going on. Anytime everybody for astrology, Pluto represents heavy duty stuff.
That's so weird because I get the play card.
Ooh.
You're gonna have to
I think she's opening up her own casino in Las Vegas.
You're gonna have to juggle those two things.
Right. So she's gonna become the Mo Green of Las Vegas.
I don't know, you gotta play while you do really intense hard things. I guess that's what you're doing now, right?
Right. That's exactly what I'm doing. And
so you gotta keep doing that.
Okay. I can do it for the next couple months until I get back.
Good balance, I think.
What'd you get?
That's what we do too.
Yeah, I'm a Pluto person. I got Pluto on my ascendant. Michelle, what'd you get? Oh, did she freeze up?
Well, I got, no, am I frozen?
No, you're good.
Okay. I'm having to hear I'm going like this, so you won't think I'm frozen. I got that you, so everybody else was saying, play, and I get there's something, like you seem so happy, and I don't want to be a downer, but there's something one thing, it feels like you're kind of stuffing, an emotional thing that you're stuffing a little bit, and you've been sort of dodging and hiding a little bit from, and it seems like for quite some time. And I feel like it's going to rear its head. It does revolve. It feels like around male energy. So I would just suggest.
Who knows what that means?
Yeah.
And I'll just leave it at that. I would just suggest that it's going to rear its head a little bit, and that you just be prepared for that. If it's something you still want to stuff, that's your choice, but it's going to come up again.
Got you.
Wow.
Yeah, I knew what that meant, Amy.
Well, I'll just add what I pulled, but I was listening to Michelle, and so the message was flash, recharge, and nurture. So definitely there's something for you to be focused on recharging and to nurture, and to push into that. So wherever you've been, time to heal and to grow into where you're going to be, and use your time wisely. Time's the one thing we never have enough of.
That's why I'm playing.
And have fun, please.
That's good.
Have fun, yeah.
Do it all.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Joyce, who's joining us probably from Shelter Island, not necessarily from Italy, but nice to see you. Welcome back, Joyce.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I'm in Shelter Island. Yeah. I'm home.
Yeah,
In one of my homes, shall I say. Not that I have many, but you know.
Italy's a pretty cool place to feel home. That's good.
I do. I feel very home and very in the flow, as Jeff has been
Aw.
speaking about for so many people. I just wanted some cards pulled from my highest good for the next 2 weeks. How's that?
Okay, what I got is the Gemini card, which is all about communication. Just think about the twins in the womb. And this Karma card is all about information, communication, fluctuations. So it's stay versatile.
And this is the protector from the wild goddess. It means to surround yourself only with people that lift you up.
Oh, I love
The
that.
other ones, people that bring out the best in you and vice versa. I guess we're gonna have to come visit you on Shelter Island.
Absolutely.
This is the card that is used as the cover of the Wild Goddess Oracle.
And I also
It's
get the
gorgeous.
Two of Wands from the Enchanted Tarot, and that's the planning card. So make your list of, your wishes and what you really want, and kind of look back to where you come from and where you want to go next.
Very good advice. Very good advice.
I'll jump in. I'm same with Amy. Can you hear me, Joyce? I'm the same.
Yes, I can. Hi, Michelle.
It's good to see you. A little bit the same in the sense that there's some planning to be done. The two cards that I got are the 10 of Pentacles, and I got the Justice card. When I see those together, I immediately got for you, that is some planning with some estate things. Okay. Some things regarding whether that be taxes, whether that be estates, whether that be taking care of little things or big things, like big, huge trust, or little things regarding property or taxes, whatever that be for you. There's some planning that needs to be done. If you're putting it off, stop putting it off. It doesn't give me but it did come up. And then I also got for you when Amy started talking, I got just my tell, which is kind of chills about.
Uh-oh. You froze, Michelle. Guys will never know what you were going to say.
In a positive, good way, about you connecting and making sure that you're staying in touch with those who really mean a lot to you. Yeah.
Cool.
That's great.
And,
And you, Jeff?
Joyce, I got message was recharge, transformation, and dream, which is maybe what you did this summer. So, so it's just a matter. I think again, it's really your chance to focus. 2 weeks should be a special couple of weeks.
Thank you. Thank you.
That recharge card has come up a few times.
Yes, it has. So is transformation, actually.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's about self-care.
And that's Pluto also in astrology, transformation.
It's a change of seasons, and I think, that's time for good self-care, and to kind of, sometimes you feel a little more tired as it transitions.
Yeah.
I love the fall recharges me. Just
Yeah.
that change really just brings me up.
I like it too.
Well, it's great seeing you again.
Nice seeing you, Joyce.
Thank you. Great to
Now
see
a
you
word
all.
from-
Thank you.
And now a word from our sponsor, which is us. And I just want to push a little bit the Halloween weekend online event we're having from Friday, October 29th to Sunday, October 31st.
Michelle has given an awesome talk about how spirits helped her solve some of her cases as a lawyer, which is,
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear.
And she was a prosecutor. And we're gonna, if you've seen Ask the Oracles season 1, a lot of your favorite oracles are going to be there having classes and breakout rooms and all kinds of
In
exciting.
depth, because sometimes on the show, we get right to the readings, but this, you're really going to learn something, like 45-minute talks, 25-minute talks, panel discussions. We're going to go deep because it's Halloween, and that's when it's a great time for divination and spirit talk.
Exactly. So that was our commercial interlude.
More information is available at pulver.com.
And
Correct.
in the chat too.
Right in the
Yeah.
chat.
With that, I'd like to go to Billy for the question and ask, where are you joining us from today?
I'm from Oklahoma. And my question is, I'm in the process of selling some land, and I thought I had everything lined up, and I kind of think my realtor's taking advantage of me, and I just wanted to see what you guys got on that.
I think you are going to sell it.
Yeah, I got the feeling you are going to sell it. I mean, I think realtors will do what they can get away with.
I get the 2 of hearts, which is a good relationship and, you know, a happy card. And so, you know, I don't think they're betraying you. And
Okay.
it's gonna happen and you're gonna be happy about it.
Do you have anybody? First of all, hi, Billy. It's great to see you.
Good to see you.
Do you have anybody that you can ask, like another realtor or the state realtor board, just to make sure that what they're doing is correct?
I've made an appointment to talk to an attorney because I was just really concerned about them. It's like I signed a contract to do this, and now there's all kinds of fees and things that have to be done that pretty much is just coming out of what I would be making in profit.
Right.
Oh,
Well,
well,
if
so
it's,
Michelle's
yeah,
not only psychic, she's a lawyer. So what do you get, Michelle?
and of course, all our readings come with money back guarantee.
I mean, I don't have enough of the facts to get into the legalities of it, but what I can tell you is that, and I'm not that type of lawyer, but I did get the Tower card in reverse. And what that says to me, without going into a lesson about it, is I do think that something is slowing it down a little bit. I mean, clearly something's going on. It wouldn't hurt you to talk to a lawyer. I don't think you need to drag a lawyer into this and start getting all messy with the whole Billy with, you know, creating a big lawsuit at all. Just like they said, Amy, you just get a couple questions answered. I feel like if you would have one, this is what's coming to me. I'll keep it short, you guys. I'm sorry. One very just pointed question that your gut's going to know, okay, I'm going to know by this answer whether or not I feel okay about going forward with this real estate agent. That's all you need. There's just one question, and set that as your intention that you're going to know. Okay. When you talk to this attorney, as opposed to running up a big, huge bill. Okay. I intuitively do not feel like you are supposed to get a lawyer way involved in this. But of course, if you need to, I'm not telling you not to. I'm just saying intuitively, that's not what I feel.
Okay.
I would just encourage you to hear yourself, right? Because we can read and we can tell you what we see. But if you're feeling things, or even, you know, things you're not sharing, that gives you reason to feel uncomfortable, protect yourself. You know, you have to always protect yourself. So if it may be more deeper, then it's one thing to have a miscommunication between yourself and a broker to set expectations where they're not being met. I'm not suggesting that they're doing anything evil or bad, but if you're not feeling comfortable or you feel other things are at play, protect yourself first and foremost. That may or may not require attorneys. It's just, you know, I have found for myself anyway, when I go against my intuition, I lose. So I may not like what I feel, I might not like what I hear, but it's a sign. And so when you learn to hear yourself, that usually gives you the opportunity to take action. If you choose not to take action, it's one sign to be blindsided where you didn't see it coming. But when here you see it and feel it, at least consider what you see and feel. Because the timing may not be right. The timing, and again, you may or may have a miscommunication, but if you're not feeling it, if you don't feel good about it, do what you need to do to protect your base.
Right.
Thank you.
And ask lots of questions, because I mean, I did get, you know, that didn't look good, you know, so, and that's confirming your feelings. What that is. Exactly what Jeff's saying.
Well, I mean, if it's fees like title searches, things like that are important, especially if you're dealing with land that doesn't have a house on it. So, but if you're feeling that way, you're pretty intuitive. I mean, you're a registered nurse. Nurses are pretty smart and intuitive. So I think you're doing the right thing. I don't think you're doing the wrong thing. You got to put your mind at ease.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Look who's here, Susan. Wow. Good afternoon, Susan.
Great to see you. You say such nice things on Facebook.
Oh, aren't you the sweetest ones? Thank you so much for inviting me today. It's wonderful to be here with you.
Hi, Susan.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi.
Well, some of our plans for the feng shui, natural healing, transformation of our business sort of got put on hold, and I'm thinking of taking the next year to focus on myself, my house, and our wedding, which we think is going to be maybe next September.
Cool.
So,
Good.
yeah. What would be the best attitude for me to have to achieve my goals for self-care, Jeff, self-love, and spending
I think you
time
know that
on-
answer. I think you know the answer.
What? Just do it. Whips, chains, force, brutality.
That's the answer I pulled. Mars, energize,
do it.
confront, force yourself to.
Force yourself.
I got the initiate, which goes along with that, which is also like a new beginning. Just do it. Beginner's mind. You're starting over. So
Mhm.
being fresh, but being having a nice spark of newness. So
Good.
when you say all that, it sounds like this is the way to go.
Hey, this even looks like you.
And I got the sun. So you got Mars, the sun, the initiate. I'd
Oh,
say go for
boy.
it. What do you guys get?
So
Michelle?
I got the kind of sillily sometimes known as the wish card, but it's the Nine of Cups. And so it's, it's the manifestation card. So, Susan, just make your dreams come true.
Oh,
And
that.
just that, and so, but I did want to read to you. I have a book I'm always reading about crystals. It's really short, but it's Tiger's Eye. So Tiger's Eye, I think, is the one today for you Tiger's Eye is the one that covers everything. You read it and you're like, what doesn't it do? Just tell me one thing it doesn't do, because it does everything. So it's that Nine of Cups again. And what it said at the very end, it says, it has these kind of these prompts for you, but it says, I love this, pledge allegiance to follow your heart. So
Nice.
I think if you'll do that, that would be beautiful for you.
Oh, that is beautiful. Thank you, Michelle. Mr. Pulver.
Yes. Well, what I pulled, I pulled just to pull it was fear, start partnership. So I think get over your fear and start your partnership already. You've talked about it forever. Just make it happen.
Yeah, we're gonna come down here and marry you guys.
I would love that. That is so cool. I know it's starting to feel silly, and but we finally came up with an idea. If they'll give us permission, our favorite little country singing church in the whole wide world, where it's the home of Sacred Harp singing, we've decided we think that we would love to get married there and have everybody come sing. So we're hoping by that time, folks will feel good about getting together to sing again.
That sounds
Sure.
good.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much.
Thank
Our
you.
pleasure.
Just a reminder, if you're watching us on anything other than Zoom, go to pulver.com and get a ticket. You could join us for any show you'd like, particularly this one live if you want to see the chatter. It's happening here in our show. And if you'd like to ask a question in a future show, you need to be in our studio audience. So tickets are available at pulver.com. Marianne, good afternoon. How are you?
Hi, everyone. I'm fine.
Where are you calling? I want to ask, where are you connecting from?
Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn.
The other end of the Hamptons.
I was just wondering if you could pull a card for my next 3 months. I'm kind of feeling a little lost and I kind of need some direction.
Okay. I'm gonna do my mindful astrology bibliomancy.
That's the first time I heard Marianne's Brooklyn accent.
Well, it's funny because
Cool.
I came up with this one, which says you are a citizen of the world.
Ooh.
So I guess it means this statement is true literally as well as figuratively, because you're interested in humanity and in people no matter where they live. Any plan for a better world has your interest. So maybe you're going to be traveling.
And I got the ruler. The ruler knows how to make boundaries. So there's a little message about, sometimes you have to create boundaries and protect yourself from invasive or other inappropriate behavior. So you must know who that's talking.
Yeah.
And Michelle?
Yeah,
That good.
are you really involved in philanthropies? Because, and it's rhetorical. You don't have to tell everybody your business about what you give and what you don't. But I feel like in the next little while, it's more, instead of you giving the money or being on the board or doing all that, you really are getting your feet, your hands in it. And you have a cause that you really are very, very, very passionate about. And that's where when Amy was talking, I can't spit it out. I feel like there's something really big calling you, that you're either writing about or talking about, getting your hands in it, you're researching it, you're actually helping, really on the ground, helping people. And it's taking a lot of time over the next 3 months.
That's not happening right now, but we never know.
Okay. Well, it feels really strong to me.
Three words which you could figure out, since I don't get, is dream, resurrection, and generosity. So the generosity goes back to to the other stuff, maybe to philanthropy, but if you're looking for something, dream is certainly a good place to start.
Yeah, maybe you have to resurrect the dream from the past.
Right, to bring it back to bring that from the past into the present.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much, everyone.
You're welcome.
Let me tell you, with this passion, you will not feel lost. Okay. Whatever that is, you're not going to feel lost at all. Okay.
Thank you, Michelle. I love Baby Walker, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, he's a cute.
He's the cutest.
Hi, Cheryl. Oh, thanks for joining us. Where are you connected from?
And speaking of cute children, Cheryl
She has
has
a new
she has a new grandchild.
Oh, that.
The other ones are so cute to start. You guys are what we think about when we think about cute grandkids.
Oh my goodness, they are. I haven't met him yet, so soon.
Right, he's in California.
Yeah, she's bringing him to Massachusetts October 30th, somewhere there.
Cool.
Yeah, so I'm coming from the Poconos in Pennsylvania.
Yes.
I just quit my job, got fired.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. I swear to God, that's what I heard too.
I know.
Sound
It was
effects, sound effects.
it was a very negative situation for me. I went in there because it was a job that I took after healing. I needed to get my brain back and things like that. So I needed to get away from the negativity, and then a new opportunity arose, and I'm jumping into it. And I just want to know if it's going to be, I need to be financially successful. I'm getting older. So we need to be successful, and I want to be more of a role model. All my girls are very successful.
You're great children.
You do.
I get the 8 of Pentacles, which is the master craftsman, so I think this new job, you're going to be able to really express your mastery of what you're really good at. And does that make sense? I mean, it seems like this is something you're really going to be great at.
I guess talking, selling, teaching, maybe.
Perfect.
Well, selling works when you like people, and I know you're like that, and when people feel like you're part of them.
Yeah, it's my this company, RX Canacare, came to us when Megan had cancer.
All
and
right.
They gave us $5,000 worth of free CBD. Now, he was a friend of Sammy's. So he came to me with an opportunity to run his business and to sell. So
Sounds great. We're into CBD. I mean, out here, the Shinnecock Indians are doing a CBD project, and they're growing it.
Aches and pains. It really is effective.
We find
that could be your next white label venture, is white labeling the enchanted CBD.
Funny you should say that.
We'll talk.
Wait a minute.
We'll talk.
Jeff's already got an idea for the future of it.
I do, but I just had to say it's the words I got were truth, generosity, and enchantment.
Nice.
Nice.
Enchantment.
Enchantment.
There you go. My new office is very enchanting. I'm a very magical person. And one of my greatest enchanted gifts are Monty's. I still have his hat that he gave Sammy many years ago.
Wow, so funny.
When you came to visit.
Yeah, when they came to visit, I had the turban that used to be worn by the doorman at this restaurant in Times Square that I got when I was location manager for the Equalizer TV show.
Oh, wow.
And it was time to pass it on. And now I know who the Swami is. It's you.
Yes, I have been the magic in my girls' family. I've taught them all so I've set them up. Now Mama has to set herself up.
I think that's great. What do you get, Michelle?
A lot, pretty much Jeff said, I like what Jeff said and you guys said. I would just add this, that you mentioned teacher, Cheryl, I think, some sort of teacher somewhere in there. I feel like there has to be a little breaking out of the old mold, an older mold that they had, and bringing in a little fresh, new way of teaching some things that you may be able to bring to the table.
I've always thought that one of my things that, because I have 3 daughters and I've taught them to live a magical life, and they have.
They sure have.
And I thought to myself, all the influence and things, now this is separate, of course, of the things that have happened in our lives. I think that maybe one of my, look, I get emotional.
Oh, well, maybe it's time to do that TV show you were doing when we first met you.
I also think
that's right.
You can combine this magical thinking with the CBD products, because it's so important to put your intention into whatever you're using, the oil, the crystal,
everything.
Yes.
But I think helping young girls get through this transition that's going to be hard for a lot of them.
Yes.
I just feel that's the second part of the feeling that has come to me in dreams. And I'm going to, hopefully this is going to set me up financially, that I'll be able to take what I did for my 3 daughters and expand that to girls that can dream just beyond themselves. Sorry.
Beautiful, Cheryl.
Oh, that's great.
No, that's beautiful.
That's very important.
Hey, if people are crying, that means we're doing our job.
Yeah, don't ever apologize for passion. I love that. I think it's
Yeah,
beautiful. And I feel that for you.
I mean, you have one daughter that is an amazing survivor who took the world on her journey with a cancer survivor. Your other daughter is an incredibly successful businesswoman who's also
a survivor.
I'm going to start with her.
Right. She's a survivor of sexual molestation when she was 8 years old. She never let it hold her back. I always told her to be unique, be yourself, do what you can do. And she took everything.
Yeah, she
made it into a multi-million-dollar business.
And a cover girl.
And a cover girl. Now her sister, who's my quiet, starving artist, she's taken her sister's business behind the scenes to things. Now it's Mama's turn.
Yeah.
You will do it. You will do it.
You're going to do it.
Thanks for joining us.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Sarah.
I love that we're all sharing our enchanted worlds. Everybody here who's watching.
Sharing their passion.
And sharing their passion and sharing, I like to say, their enchanted worlds. Amy's going over to the passion side.
Wow. Good afternoon to Ron and to Jacqueline.
Oh my God, the king and queen.
How are you?
Hello. Quick question. I applied for a part-time job and I didn't get it. And I just need to know whether I should continue to look and apply or finish developing a home baking business.
I got a good feeling on the home business, but that's just me.
Wow, home business sounds really good.
As a psychic. Oh wow, breakthrough. Initiation, piercing the veil of illusion.
Did you say home baking business or did I hear right?
Yes. Yes.
That's good. That's a good card. When we were doing the Enchanted Tarot, the printer called up and said, we can't reproduce the colors of this card. It's too hot. I said, well, that's what it represents. You remember,
Okay, that's cool.
yeah, they were like, well, we can't do it. We were like, okay, yeah, but it's close.
So, do you need special permission to cook at home, or you need special?
It
Welcome
would
to
be a
Suffolk.
home, it would be like a home micro bakery, a small, not a commercial.
Right.
And
What-
we're
what-
in New York.
To sell to local outlets?
Yes.
I got a good feeling about that.
It was a good card. You said you're in New York?
Yeah, we're in Pine Bush
Okay, yeah.
Valley.
Yeah, so, I mean, New York is the land of regulations and license, but,
Yes.
I mean,
But it wouldn't be, this would be, would have its restrictions, but
yeah,
be able to do it,
well, it was a great card.
What do you get, Michelle? Should she keep applying or do home business? Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's home across the board, and I think that's also where the passion is.
Right.
I mean, the opportunity to do other things will always be there, but there's certain timing for the home business, which is now.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. And as everybody who works at home knows, there's always something to do.
Good luck with that. Much success.
Yes. Made me hungry.
We want to try whatever you're coming up with.
Right. The testers.
Welcome, Michelle. Could you share where you're joining us from, please?
I recently moved to Florida.
Hey,
Michelle.
Down the coast.
Michelle.
How are you?
We're good. We're up the coast here on the ocean in the East Hampton.
What would you like to know?
So I recently moved to Florida about 2.5 months ago from Virginia. And before I moved, I was dating this gentleman. And we still stay in touch. He says he's going to visit, but I just need to know, is our relationship going to continue or should I move on?
Strangely enough, and I usually don't get this, is I think it's good. I think you will
I
see
got a
him.
great card too. I got the wish.
Whoa.
Wow.
However you want to wish it.
I have to say that we have to develop a sound for this one because this is wish granted and a happy
Wish granted.
wish granted. Yeah.
What do you get, Michelle?
Staying out of it.
I'm staying out of this too. It's all about love. This is great.
Well, I know something about love. I'm telling you, I usually don't get a great answer because I'm not a fan of the way most men are with women. when the men
We're
are
very
with women.
skeptical.
Yeah, but I got a decent feeling for this person. A good one, a good feeling. And then made me pull that card. I wasn't looking.
Oh, perfect.
Wow. And of course, our free readings come with money back guarantees. But obviously, you've seen the guy before.
Yeah.
So it's not like, of course, be careful.
I get the Fool card. So, it's basically, have fun and play, while you can, however you can, right now. Don't be too attached to being too serious right now.
Yeah. And this is from our Enchanted Love Oracle.
Because we know something about love.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Michelle, that really points out that we don't get asked love questions too often.
I know, I see.
You kind of deterred it, right?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Didn't we say you hate love questions?
No. What I said is if somebody has to come to me and say, is he the one? He's not the one.
That's
because
right.
if he's the one, you
So
don't
that
ask.
deterred
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Welcome to Francis. Nice to see you. Could you share where you're joining us from, please?
Welcome to Ask the Oracle's Domestic Dispute Division.
Look at Michelle. I'm from Denton, Texas. Hi, Michelle.
Hi.
I work with Michelle and love working with her.
Oh, cool.
yeah. The best bracelets, the best stone
Oh my
bracelets
God,
ever.
Soul
You
Token.
have a bracelet for everything, don't you, Michelle?
She's got an absolutely great one now. It's called Soul. What's his name? Soul King Solomon. And it's got charoite in it.
What are the stones there?
It's got charoite and Mystic Quartz and Gold Hematite.
Nice.
And it works with accepting your path. And it's just been amazing.
And what is your question? Not that I want to stop the jewelry discussion.
No, it's okay. Yeah, definitely. I feel change is coming. And I'd like what you pick up between now and maybe the next 6 months.
Okay.
If that's too far, whatever.
6 months is good.
Okay, as your cockamamie psychic for the day while they pick cards, I got the feeling that, not with Michelle, of course, who you work with, but you have to be very strong with somebody that you're holding back, and you have to tell somebody the truth.
Well, the wish card came up again.
What?
Where's the sound for that
Wish
card?
card, wish granted, happy wish.
Granted.
So we all love that. That's our favorite card, right? You get your wish. We also get the gardener. So that's like weeding out certain things and tending to your garden, whatever that is. And it could be an actual garden. But, we talk a lot about the weeds in that card.
Yep.
So think about what that means for you for the next 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Michelle, do you want to recuse yourself since you two work together and just go right to Jeff?
Just go right to Jeff. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure
all
she'd
right,
rather hear from Jeff.
I got, I was feeling things, but muse, secrets, and obstacles.
Yeah. I got, yeah, that's exactly.
That's what you were saying, no?
Yeah, exactly. It's like push back against what you have to push back. Of course, not Michelle, because
Yeah.
Well, it might be. Tell her if it is. I mean, be honest.
Be honest. Why? Quit show business?
If it is, so she needs to know. It's not though.
No, it's not.
It's not that. I think it's something else. I think it's actually maybe even more than one something else. It's just it's things.
Yeah.
Removing obstacles, weeding out.
Right.
And then allowing the truth of it to come forward so you can take action on it rather than holding on to it or pushing it down and pushing it away.
And the strangest thing about being honest with people is a lot of times they're really glad you were honest with them, even though you're saying something they don't want to hear. I go through this a lot and I apologize when I'm wrong, but I try and tell people what my truth is. And
Sometimes they can't handle the truth.
Right, like Jack Nicholson in A Few Good Men.
Handle the truth. The truth? No.
You can't handle the truth. Sorry. That's my Jack Nicholson imitation.
Francis, how long have you read? 30, 20 years? 30? How long have you read?
I started learning in 1975, 76.
Awesome.
Wow.
Awesome.
So, gods. Yeah.
So did I met Amy and she was studying astrology and tarot and I was studying Amy. So I learned astrology and tarot.
I think the reality is the things that you need to do, you just have to do. That we may remind you about it, but it's you're the one who has to push through it to make it happen.
Just one thing, my moon is at 26 degrees of Capricorn.
Wow.
Who else is there right now?
Pluto's right there.
You had a hard few years then.
But because Pluto is at 25 degrees Capricorn right now. It's retrograded back. And that means your Pluto is conjunct the Pluto of the United States, because the United States is having a Pluto return. Right?
Exactly.
So that's
my son has that. My two great grandchildren have got planets. They were born in the last year. I don't know what's going on.
No.
Well, that means you're real American. That's cool. No, it's true. I mean, America needs us now. We all have to be the people we know we've been born to be. Because when America's in the United States, for those of you who are watching from the United States, when a country has a Pluto return, it usually means the end of an empire, and it means the transformation of an empire. And that's what's going on. The United States is now going to live up to all the things it was founded on that it really wasn't living up to for the last 240 years, which is a good thing.
Freedom, diversity,
equality, and freedom.
Tolerance.
Exactly. And of course, there's a lot of people now that are trying to restrict freedoms and are trying to be, proud of their intolerance. But that's just the pushback. Pluto is all about pushback.
Yeah, America needs to innovate as well as we do individually.
Right. I'm very proud.
Well, anyhow, you probably, Francis, understand the United States and its history because you're tuned in with your Pluto.
And it's time to be a leader for the Pluto transformation, since your moon is right there. That means you have an emotional
There you
connection.
go. That's your mission.
Yes, that's the wish granted. We're now going to make you the president of the United States.
I don't think the United States is ready for that, but
Well,
who knows?
tell people what to do. So there you go. As the
Thank you all. Thank you all.
You're welcome.
We'll be watching for you on the news tonight.
Next up is Shem. Shem, thanks for joining us. Could you share where you're connecting from?
I'm from Edmonton, Canada.
Cool. Hi, Shem.
Hi, everybody.
Good to see you again.
Yes, thank you. My question is, I want to know if you can pull a card for me for next 3 months for my soul's highest good.
Okay.
We like for your highest good.
I'm doing mindful astrology, bibliomancy today.
Well, I get the victory card. So that means you're going to win something.
Wow, cool.
Yeah.
So you'll have to let us know what that is.
And I got you. Do not
I
have,
update you. Yeah.
you do not have to proclaim your feelings from the rooftops. So if you win, don't tell anybody because
Wait,
they'll
I
come.
want to know though once you.
No, but her relatives will come out asking for money if she wins the lottery or something like that.
You think so?
Wow, that's
No, probably
a bit
not.
of lottery. I'll buy a lottery today.
Well, you know what? I was doing bibliomancy and it said, don't proclaim your stuff from the rooftops. That's all I got. What'd you get, Michelle?
I get to hang on to whatever you are making and earning, to be a little more frugal, to watch your money and to watch your time carefully, not to just be frivolous with anything right now. So that does tie in with what you guys are getting to. Like you might get a surplus, you might get a windfall, but don't be silly with it, to invest it well or to be careful with it.
Don't be like our
Thank you.
friend who bought a $10,000 pool liner because it was a great deal and he didn't have a pool.
Wow.
Well, that'd be great advice.
Yeah, I think he's on the dictionary under "don't do this."
Wow. Well, I got 3 words, actually 4 words on 3 cards: new start, enchantment again, and reflection.
Enchantment.
Enchantment. It's enchantment. Yes, it's new start, enchantment, and reflection. So those are the words I got for you.
I think it's good.
Yeah.
Thank
What do
you
you
so
think,
much.
Sam?
Thank you.
Yeah, career-wise, I'm having a new start. So yes.
Oh, good.
Thank you. Now joining us from Los Angeles, from our LA office, it's Amanda.
Hi.
Hi, Amanda.
So I'm not sure if you guys heard, but LA had a little bit of an earthquake over the weekend,
It was only like a 4-4. It wasn't so big.
but it shook me to the core.
Oh, sorry.
Been through those before?
Normally I'm just like,
Was it a low? Was it deep? Was it deep or was it very, very shallow?
it was very shallow. So
Those are the ones that shake stuff up, right?
I'm sorry.
yeah. So a few things, I guess it shook me to my core, and I'm wondering, like, I'm not asking for medical advice, but I have a medical procedure scheduled for this week and I want to like cancel it.
No.
I don't want to get out of, I just want to like stop everything and like rethink everything.
We don't give medical advice on this show, but I heard the biggest no when you talked about canceling it.
Okay. And I'm not asking medical advice. I was just saying, should I proceed with my plans for the next 2 weeks?
Monty heard a very loud yes in response because it was don't cancel it. So
right.
Yeah.
I get the Guardian from the Wild Goddess Oracle, and that's about being protected.
Right.
So I would say you're fine with going.
Thank you.
Doing what-
By the way, I just want to say, isn't Amy an awesome artist? I mean, she did all the art for all these cards.
Because if he doesn't say that,
Uh-oh.
I believe that Amy is such an incredible artist that no words to even answer. I thought that was a rhetorical question.
Thank you, Amanda.
I'm just like agog at that.
I thought you were going to ask if you should move, and I was like, well, she could keep LA Lupus Lady, and it could be La Lupus Lady, and like as in French, you know,
Yeah.
the Lupus.
My friend said I could move to Louisiana if I wanted to.
Oh, that's true. There you go.
What do you guys?
But yeah, no, I'm just trying to figure out. I just the earthquake just made me like, what should I do? And like, I just wasn't sure. Just kind of one of those jolts.
Hey, Michelle, do you have earthquakes in Texas?
Yeah, I think it's from fracking, but yeah, I think
thought
we
that was
have some.
Oklahoma.
That too, but yeah, we've had some in Texas. They say now, I mean, we have more right Texans on here. I think it's now more because of, I mean, I don't want to be political, but I think it's because of fracking. We didn't used to have them that much. I don't remember growing up having them.
And there's fracking in LA too.
Really?
Wow. Wow.
Huh.
I mean,
Amanda, also just know you're not alone. So
Yeah.
you know, we don't give medical advice here, but I would not go against Monty's intuition on that if you have to ask. But
No.
you're
No,
also
well,
not alone. And so, like, it's one thing to be shaken by the core, but rest assured, you have friends all over the place, and they care about you and they care about your well-being. So I can appreciate the moment, but don't be afraid to know that you have people around you to support you.
Yeah, and for those of you who want to understand the earth changes, according to Edgar Casey, which is he's the reason everybody's a little nervous about earthquakes. He said that you have nothing to worry about until Mount Pelee in Martinique and Vesuvius both erupt. After Vesuvius, it might be a good idea to take a little trip out of California.
Well, that hasn't happened.
And it hasn't happened. It's nowhere near having happened.
When did he say that?
He said that in the 40s, I think, or 30s and 40s. So, and plus, you know,
he was right about so much.
He was right about a lot of things, but you know, no one's right all the time. So,
so that's very helpful.
Amanda, Amanda, are you being put under for your procedure?
No, it's going to be local.
Okay, good. I was just going to say that if you're ever going to be put totally under, you know, it helps to use just some black tourmaline, just rub around you, or shungite before you go under, just to clear the kind of your work field. But
what is
shungite?
Shungite.
Shungite's a carbon from Russia. They used it a lot after Chernobyl.
Amazing.
Wow.
Do you have bracelets made out of that, Michelle?
I do. I wear them every day. I have them on right now. They're black.
Soultopia, everybody. Soultopia.com to order your shungite bracelet.
Thank you, Oracle Council.
Thank you, Amanda.
It'll
Bernie.
go great, Amanda.
And Bernie's joining us from the forests of Ottawa. Good afternoon, Bernie.
Really?
G'day. How you doing, guys?
I didn't know you're in the capital.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's a stellar place. It's stellar. My question today was, we're working with some universities in the U.S. To do some research, marketing, and economic studies for us at one of our businesses. The services are going well. The students this is part of their course curriculum. Is this something that's going to open up bigger opportunities with the universities, colleges, and the business?
I get the best feeling for that. I have to tell you.
Yeah, I do think so. I think you have to ask for it though, Bernie. I think you gotta, you know, do what you're doing, but go further. Oh, what's that card mean? What is that card?
This card means the start of a new business.
Yeah.
So, and it's definitely, you know, about prosperity and materializing what you want. So it's a yes.
Yeah, it's a definite yes.
Michelle?
Excellent.
Unless Michelle says no, in which case I agree with Michelle.
No, I got a yes, but I got an older person. I think they're men, but it could go either way. But we're gonna stick with men. But there's an older, kind of more emotional. We're not gonna go with like what, I don't think they're Cancer or what sign they are, but just involved with you with this venture. Okay,
Mhm.
so. And you can tell me later or tell me if we need to process it, but it feels like there's somebody older emotionally attached to it, and then there's somebody younger that's more the analytical that can just like rip like a machete, just get through to the issues. And that person that can just really get to the issues is very important. if they're not younger, they act a little bit younger or they have a little more energy. And both of those people are very important to it being spread to more schools.
Excellent.
Does that make sense, Bernie?
Yeah, well, usually the professors are the ones that are the elder out of the group, and the students they tend to be younger. Not always, but and in which case we're getting a really good rapport with the profs, and that's opening up other doors. We're on a free program right now to connect with these universities and colleges throughout North America, and it's been a boon. It's been an absolute boon.
Great.
I would take a look within your company though, or two people.
Okay.
Specific.
Okay.
No.
Thank you, Bernie.
Thank you.
That was great.
DR, welcome to the show.
Hi there. How are you?
We're so good.
I've been waiting so patiently.
So where are you connecting from?
I am in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Cool.
And I just like to know what I need to know for this week, please.
Well, let's bring it down to the week. That's good.
I like that. So how high up is Albuquerque?
I believe it's about 10,000.
Really?
10,000, yes.
Wow, that explains a lot.
Have you been to that staircase there that the nuns made, the staircase that just the floating?
Yes, in Santa Fe, yes.
It's in Santa Fe. Oh, I
yes,
love
it's
that.
beautiful. Yeah. It's so beautiful.
What I got is the South Node, which means stop, look, and listen.
Mm-hmm.
In the karma card for South Node.
It ties in with mine because mine's about it's the seeker, which is about patience and compassion. So those are going to be called. You're going to be called upon to use those characteristics in yourself, which you seem like you definitely have that vibe anyway. You're a compassionate person, but maybe that's like you're just going to have to stop, be patient, and even more compassionate to whoever you're dealing with this week.
Wow. Okay.
I get the same. I get be thinking. Take a pause right now so that you can think like a strategy move, like one chess move ahead. It's not like, oh, because you're playing a game trying to win, but you do need to think a few things out. So now it's time to just sort of use a little meditation and think something through to think a chess move ahead is the way I'm feeling it, so that you'll have stability and security.
Thank
going
you.
forward.
And
adding forth.
Yeah. So I got 3 words, which I think maybe is longer than a week, but it's a communication, resistance, and change.
Wow. Wow.
So there may be some more things happening about that's beyond the week, but it's something is definitely there.
Well, South Node and resistance go together.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know, I did pull the South Node yesterday in the cards. So
you have the karma cards? Oh, cool.
Yes, sir. Those are really neat. I like them.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. They do speak to you, right?
But thank you all.
Michelle Marie, you get your usual commission for anyone who uses the, including me.
Stephanie.
Hey there. I'm trying to work my video. I still have up my apples and honey from the new year.
Oh, that's cute.
Apples and
Cute.
honey.
Shannon says,
Hold on, I'm trying to work my video, but thanks for trying to answer my question. I have had such a really, it's kind of freaking me out actually.
That's our specialty.
Really accurate lately, and I'm not asking for it. It's almost like to the point of distraction. Like I feel kind of like, you know, like the Whoopi Goldberg and Ghost, where she like doesn't want it, and it's like
what's the
really
question
out there?
So was there a specific question, Stephanie?
Yeah. Hi. So
oh, there you are.
yeah, I'm not really camera ready, but this is it. So my question is like I think I have my intuition kind of like ebbs and flows.
Yeah,
and sometimes it's like super dead on right, even if I don't want it. And sometimes it's like asleep where like I just have not, it's just big nothing burger.
So what do you want to know?
Lately, I have been, even without wanting it, asking for it, looking for it, like super accurate about like my dreams.
Wait a minute.
People,
So
when I
am I
think of
supposed
them,
to
they call
ask
me.
you a question?
Yeah. So what's the
Huh?
question? So what's the question?
The question is my body readying me for some kind of decision-making process where why is my intuition peaking right now? Why is my system bothering me with all these messages? Some of them I'm trying to find out whether they're useful. I feel overwhelmed by like the information I'm getting and the feelings I'm getting, and I don't know why.
Stephanie, you need to hone your question, because why are you getting all these messages kind of seems like a redundant, you are getting messages. I don't understand. Maybe take it to the next level of question. What do you really want to know?
Well, I mean, there's 5 planets retrograde right now. For those of you who know astrology, I happen to have 5 or 6 retrograde planets in my own chart.
Reflective,
It makes you reflective. It makes you psychic. It makes you, think about a horse race where all of a sudden the horses start going backwards. How do you cross that track? You got to do it carefully. So it makes you more careful. You have to look at it as a gift. Is I guess what Amy and I are trying to say. But whatever Michelle and Jeff says, we defer to them.
Go, Jeff.
Oh, thanks. So I would take that as a sign, Stephanie, that maybe there's something else for you to be focused on, that now that you have the awareness of what you have, there's something higher for you to be achieving toward, to do.
Yeah. But it's a gift. I wouldn't think of it as a bad
thing. The door is open, so walk through it. And with that, you will see the world differently. If you hold back, you forever will be wondering, what did this mean to me at that moment in time?
Yeah. And Michelle,
I need to be kind of brave.
You need to be free of yourself, of your own restraints, so that you can float into wherever you need to be, and not to be afraid of what it means, but to embrace it with open arms.
It does scare me. It does scare me, by the way.
But I don't understand.
I think maybe you've been disappointed when you've stepped through to kind of embrace this before. Maybe it created confusion or more trouble than it was worth, and you stepped back out. So now you're being called again, and you're a little bit fearful of it.
I mean, you could look at this as a movie, and you've been chosen. So now you have to write the rest of the script.
Yeah, really. And so how long has this been going on is what I want to know, because it sounds like you're having astrological transits, and it would usually be Neptune, which has to do with intuition.
We want everyone to feel like this.
Yeah.
This is a very heavy time astrologically. I don't have to tell anybody else that.
And then how can we navigate it? By being more intuitive.
Like right today, the moon and the sun are opposite. The moon right now is at the 25th degree of Pisces. The sun is on the 28th degree of Virgo. So that's what a full moon is when
I am a Pisces, by the way.
Well, there you go. Neptune is in Pisces. And that's, it's been there for a while. Neptune takes 147 years to go around the solar system on average.
But we always recommend a tool, like the tarot or an oracle. And Michelle at Soultopia, they offer all kinds of psychic workshops, to sometimes it can be too overwhelming or vague, so a tool helps you focus your attention in that moment to ask a question, get an answer.
So the question you didn't ask is, now is the time to embrace your power and use it, not deny it, and not be afraid of it.
And we're rooting for you.
And we were hoping for good things for you.
I've been a professional psychic for a long time, and people tell me, I saw my grandmother at the foot of my bed. I'm like, I wish that would happen to me. I don't have any of that kind of stuff.
I'm kind of like reluctant because it kind of like scares me, or I guess I feel almost like I'm out to surf, but like my surfboard is really small.
Well, that's Neptune for sure, because Neptune is the trident with the ocean. And you got to remember that I don't know if you grew up in a dysfunctional family, but
who didn't?
Good question. And if you grew up in a dysfunctional family, every morning you come in there and try and figure out what the fuck is going to happen today. And it makes you a little bit psychic. And if you're having all these kind of intuitions, it might be hearkening back to that time or bringing you back to that time. And it's a time when you were a little person, you were afraid.
Traumatic.
Right. So there's always that. So, I mean, I'm always suggesting people get more in touch with their inner Brooklyn, you know, where it's just like, oh, fuck it. I don't know. I'm just going to
Embrace your power and move it forward.
Exactly. Well, that's a better way of saying it, Jeff. Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Thank you, Stephanie. Happy New Year.
Stephanie. So we only have a few minutes left, so I wonder how many more questions.
Yeah, Lauren, why aren't you kicking our ass?
Yeah, where is Lauren? Lauren's around. I see Elizabeth.
I'm here. I'm
We
here.
got one more.
I haven't gone anywhere. We didn't
All right.
have to say anything because you guys are awesome. After Elizabeth, we have one more question.
Okay.
Oh my God. It's
Right
like
on time.
season one is
So
trading.
Elizabeth, are you joining us from Talon today?
It's because Michelle.
I am. It's
Wow.
dark already. Yeah.
Live from Estonia.
Wow.
Are you in Estonia? That's so awesome.
Oh, wow. It's fun. It is fun. Beautiful here. Beautiful here. So I just pick one card for me for the remainder of the month. I just feel like I'm kind of going everywhere. And so having a card.
I got the success card, become a person of power and status, the 10th house. So it's time to work on the career and the founding of a dynasty.
That's all. Just found a dynasty. You have a few.
That's it.
You have a few weeks to do it.
Build your castle on Estonia, not on sand.
So I get the Princess of Hearts, and she sends lovely messages to people. So think about people you love and write them notes, and you're going to get some nice notes back. And so it's a time to really think about, honoring people that you love with some nice words.
And if somebody wants to learn the tarot, this card can sometimes indicate a pregnancy. I'm not saying. That was just your little tarot lesson.
You might hear about a pregnancy.
Right, exactly.
Michelle, you want to go?
Sure. I got the Temperance card, and that card for you, Elizabeth, to me is all about, we were just talking was it Stephanie? It's all about having one foot on the earth and one foot in the spiritual realms, and learning how to balance that. And so I'm going to answer, I think it was Stephanie before, and the same with you, Elizabeth. It's all of us right now, learning how we're living in this mundane world, but how to balance our spirituality and connecting to our higher selves with our ego part of ourselves. And that's what I'm getting for you, is you're really good at helping others do that too. It's something you have a very even way of talking to people and to helping them settle down into their, the word it's coming to mind to me is like their beingness. And that's something that I don't know that you know that you're really good at, but you are really good at doing that. And you're good at doing that for other people also, to settle into who they are and their higher soul self and finding that. So as you find that, help others find that also.
It's beautiful, Michelle.
That was amazing.
That was beautiful. And just to sort of dovetail onto that, 3 words: preparation, free associate, and success.
Cool.
So, you have success there waiting for you. You have to take it.
And I just want to point out that Jeffrey got the word success.
Yes.
Look at the second line.
Success.
Yeah. So it sounds like a good week or month or whatever you asked about.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for being part of our community.
And now, our last but not least guest, Rachel Rose Farber.
Rachel.
Hi.
Hi.
Thanks for having me. This is Ollie. He wants to say hi.
Hi, Ollie.
Hi, Ollie.
Hi, Ollie. Famous now, Ollie.
He's very famous.
That's it.
My question is, am I going to get a call back for 2 auditions? I applied to 2 things, one in Germany and one in Copenhagen.
I get a better feeling for the Copenhagen one. Oh, that's awesome.
Wow. Yes.
Yeah. I busted my butt overnighting these packages and making last minute recordings.
Well,
I get good cards on both of them.
I get dyslexic.
Germany is this.
I just got good hits when you said it, so I'm not pulling cards. I'm going on the energy, on the intuition side.
Yeah, I got the better one for Copenhagen.
So then you'll have to decide which one.
Yeah.
Because they're both good.
I'll take both. I don't care. whichever one they want me to do.
What do you get, Michelle?
Same. I got that you're going to have to make a decision.
You get both.
They're both good.
Wow.
But you have to choose. It will be your choice.
Right.
Okay.
Well, see you next week with that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Copenhagen sounds.
Copenhagen would be so cool.
But we have been watching a lot of TV from Germany lately. Yeah.
Well, we'll do it. Well, hey, thank you, Rachel, for joining us.
Know what happens?
Wow, this
Yeah,
is
I
it.
will.
That was I think the show's over. Yes, Lauren, we're done. So this is I have to say thank you, Lauren and Harry, for helping to produce, to Michelle for being our special guest, and of course to Monty and Amy, because if it's Mondays, you know it's time for
Ask the Oracle.
Thank you all. So wrap. We'll see you next Monday.
Recording stopped.
That was fun.
Yes. Wow.